Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a ColourPop shadow review, and this is the Yes Please palette. This is what the palette looks like, and these are all of the colors inside. So if you want to know how I created this look, then just keep on watching, and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I have you all zoomed in so that you can see my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch these. So we have 8 mattes and 4 shimmers. So the reason that I bought this palette was for the yellow, so that's what I'm really excited about. So I'm just going to go ahead and swatch these. This one is full zip. This is pretty close to my skin tone, so it's not really showing up that well. This one is big cocktails. That one right there. I am noticing as I swatch these that there is a tad bit of kickback, but it doesn't really bother me. I would say just use these when you're doing your base last. So this is Champs. Okay, this color is the first shimmer. This is Bling. It's a really, really pretty shimmer. I'm really hoping these look really nice on the eye. Okay, the next color is this shimmer as well, and this one is called Louis. This is the shade that is so pretty. This is called Butter Cake. I really, really like that one. So the next shade is this really pretty cranberry color, and this one is called Spoiled. Oh, that one's gorgeous. I really, really like that one. The next color is G&O. It's a really, really pretty burnt orange color. Okay, this yellow shade is the entire reason I bought the palette, and this one is called Mischief. It's so pretty. I swatched this one in the store, and I'm really, really excited to see how it works on the eyes. Okay, and the next color is this brown right here. This is Note to Self. That's what that one looks like. And then there's a really, really pretty shimmer called Chauffeur. This one's a really pretty orange shimmer that's gorgeous, and that is what that one looks like. And the next color is this really, really deep plummy brown color, and this is the shade French Kiss. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. So these are all of them together. We're going to go ahead and we're going to prime our lids with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and mine is in the shade Fair Neutral. So I'm just going to blend this out with my finger. Okay, so now that my eyelids are nice and primed, I'm going to go ahead and take my powder here. This is the RCMA powder, and I'm just going to set them so that we have no creasing because I have really oily eyelids. Okay, once my eyes are nice and set, let's go ahead and go straight into the palette. So the first shade that I see that could be like a transition shade is this really peachy pink right here. I'm going to take this on this BH Cosmetics brush. This is the 141, and I'm just going to take this in my crease. It's a really, really pretty shade. So far, that's blending really, really nicely. So that looks like a really, really nice shade. I'm taking this up a tad bit on my brow bone just to kind of give my eyes a little bit of lift because I do have hooded eyes. So we're just going to try and give them a little bit of lift today. Okay, so I went ahead and zoomed you guys in so that you can see my eyes a little bit better. So I'm going in with the palette, and I'm going to want to make this kind of like a cranberry orange with like maybe a yellow cut crease or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this IT Cosmetics brush right here. I'm going to take the crease side over here. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. The shade is Big Cocktails, and I'm going to take this and I'm just going to go my crease. This shadow has a lot of kickback, so I'd recommend doing your base after you do your eyes. So I'm just taking this and kind of buffing this everywhere. This shadow is so pigmented, and I'm loving it. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous formula. And these are mattes too. So a lot of the time shimmers perform a lot better than mattes do. So this actually appears a little bit darker on the eye than it does in the palette, so just know that whenever you're applying your shadows. I was a little skeptical. I know I've heard a lot of good things about ColourPop, but I was a little skeptical because of the way the yellow swatched in the store wasn't as I wanted it to be, but I am loving the formula of these. They're even a little bit better than Morphe formula, which I've only used the Jaclyn Hill palette, so it's different from like their other formulas, I think. Okay, so now that that is done, I'm going to take this clean brush right here. This is my Smudge Tash brush. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the name is definitely worn off. So I'm just gonna take this clean blending brush and just blend the shadows just a tad bit more. Just make sure the edges are super flawless. Moving on, I'm gonna take this smaller blending brush right here. This is the IBY Beauty crease brush. This is a lot more precise, and I'm going to take this darker orange here. I'm going to take that darker orange and I'm going to focus that on the outer V of my eye. And I'm going to focus this more on my actual crease. I'm actually going to go a little bit higher just because, like I've mentioned before, I do have hooded eyes. So it's a little bit more difficult for my eyeshadow to really pop sometimes. So I'm packing this on the outer corner first, and I'm just gonna focus that on the crease. It really helps to lift your eyebrows for this portion. I really hope the camera is picking up how gorgeous these shadows are. This is the shade GNO, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to my other eye. In my entire life. I'm just taking this and blending out the shadows some more just to make sure, once again, it looks really seamless and really flawless. Okay, once again, I want to make this a little bit of a cranberry look because this shade is calling my name. This is Spoiled, this shade right here. So I'm just going to go in with that same brush that we used earlier and go in with this cranberry shade. And I'm taking this just a tad bit lower than we did the shade before. Just kind of making sure that all three of these orangey cranberry shades are going together. Like with everything, I'm going in with this blending brush. This is this clean one again. And I'm going to blend that out and just make sure it's very seamless. Just kind of look like an ombre effect is what we want to happen here. And so I'm doing the same thing on this eye as well. I want to do like a wing with this cranberry shade. Now that my eyes look kind of the same, let's go ahead and I'm going to cut the crease. I am going to use my Tarte Shape Tape to cut it because it is so light. Because I don't want this creasing, I'm going to go ahead and immediately set that with my RCMA powder. I'm done cutting both of my creases and they look like sisters, not twins. But I'm going to go back in with this brush right here, the brush that we use for the cranberry and the darker orange, and I'm just going to go right over it just to make it look a little bit more cut and a little bit more precise. Going over this part of the cut crease just to kind of blend the two so it looks more like an ombre. So now that both of those creases are cut and made looking more precise, I'm going in with the shade Mischief here. I'm just going to try and pack this shade on the cut crease. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'm going back in with this shade right here. This is the shade GNO, and I'm taking this and going right back over that yellow just to once again make it a little bit more precise and a little bit more cut. Okay, now I'm going to take an angled brush. So I'm taking a liner brush now, and I'm going to go in with that cranberry shade, which is called Spoiled, and I'm just going to try and like make a wing with this color. I think that's going to be so flattering. Okay, so I'm going back in with this clean blending brush again, and I'm going to take the shade Big Cocktails. It's this second shade right here, and I'm going to take that and I'm just going to, not too much of it, but I'm just going to try and like blend the yellow and the orange together a little bit better. So I'm starting off by curling my own. I'm just gonna curl these. And we're just going to do a little tiny baby coat of mascara. I'm going to be using the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara, and I'm just going to pop this on my lashes. Okay guys, so I went off camera and did the rest of my face and just popped on some lashes. These are the Tarte's Pro lashes in the style Goddess. So I am going to finish up underneath the eyes. I think what's going to be prettiest underneath the eyes is I'm going to take this shade right here, which is GMO again, this one, and I'm just going to dust that lightly underneath my eyes. On the outer half is where I'm focusing that, and then I'm going to go in with the cranberry shade and do that on the very, very outer corner to kind of blend it with the cranberry wing that we made. Then I'm going to go in with the same brush we use the yellow with and go ahead and pack that right under the rest of my eye. Alright, so once we have that done, I'm going to go ahead and put on some bottom mascara. Okay, so I've tried the mattes in the palette and I'm really impressed with them, but I want to try one of the shimmers, and the one that's calling my name is this gold shade right here. This is Butter Cake. I'm going to take this tiny little brush. This is the BH Cosmetics 142, and I'm going to take this and pop that gold shade. I'm going to do this dry, and I'm going to pop this on my inner corner. I absolutely love these shadows. I don't really have a bad thing to say about them. If kickback or fallout bothers you, I didn't really notice that much fallout, but I did want to do my base second just in case there was. But I do think that if kickback is a problem for you, you're not really going to like the palette. It's $17. This is what the palette looks like. It comes in this little yellow yes please. So what the outside looks like, and then it tells you the color names on the back. It tells you the color names on the back as well as having it on the back of the packaging. So I think that's a lot easier whenever you're looking at the colors, which by the way, this is what the entire palette looks like. I think it's easier to read them off of here while you're looking at them. I love the formula. I think this look came out really gorgeous, and I'm obsessed. So if you like this look and want me to do more ColourPop or just any kind of makeup reviews, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and pop on some lipstick, and then we'll do the outro. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. Overall, I would recommend this palette. I think they blended really well together. The mattes were perfect. The shimmers were amazing. I didn't even wet this one and it was already popping. So if you were considering this palette at all, I would definitely recommend it. This was my first ColourPop experience, so I'm pretty pleasantly surprised. Go ahead and comment down below what you guys want to see next. If you want to see more from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, or you can click on my face right here. And after you do that, you can watch my previous video, which will be right here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!